Well, I've been working on this quite a bit. I've done a lot of hacking and reprinting and testing again and new connectors and moving the trucks about, and I can't get it close, easy, and look good. It just doesn't happen because these flyer turns are so sharp, and the pivot point is really, way up here. And what happens is this rear of the engine just hangs out so much that the pivot point here is too short. If the trucks were closer, if the car was longer, that might work. If we had a bigger, the thing is, you have to have a bigger distance between the front and the rear. That's the thing. And so what happens, if you look at it here, it looks, oh yeah, lots of room, right? As it starts to turn, look how much that rear end starts to come out. Boom. This little guy is at the end of its possible travel right there. It's at the end, and it's going to get pushed over by this. I'm sorry. It's going to get pushed over. It's at the end of its travel here at this little bit. And the next time it gets a heave, it jumps the track. And every time. And it has to, because it can't make that turn with this pin anchored so short. It has to be a longer leash. Think of it. If the leash is too short, the dog can't turn with you. It bumps into your leg, sorta. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe this go, we're going to have to kind of back up a little bit on the deck. I mean, I can put a deck in, but I can't do it like we wanted. And I don't think I can make this come together so short that it looks nice. It's going to be a flyer train. Okay, it's going to be a flyer. And all that means, okay, I'm sorry. I mean, I love the guy, but it's just, the geometry is just not there. Every time it pulls off. And I've tried short, long, I looked at what's in the way. Unless I have a 3-link connector and of course, like an elbow in the middle, you can't do that. The thing will just collapse. Okay. So I'm going to have to go to a longer, I had a longer coupler on there, a longer connector. Look at these poor guys. They just can't. They just can't. And even if I clean all this up, I mean, that's the limit. You can see inside there, I've been hacking at this thing all afternoon. Hack a piece, try it and try it. And what happens is this guy doesn't turn like you think. It just can't. For some reason, it just comes over like this. This pivot point is too tight, and it just doesn't. I mean, I can try a few other things, maybe see if I can't get it to come over like that. If it came over like that, maybe. But for some reason, it won't, and it can't follow that way. Oh, drat. I've tried. Believe me, I've tried. I printed this thing. I was all hot and bothered, and then I ended up cutting it up, and nothing worked. I even tried to single pin between the two. That was a disaster. That pushed the front truck off instantly. This one just pops off one wheel, but it still does it consistently. It's just too short. The pivoting and the track and the leverage. I mean, look at this, right? It's not going to happen, I'm afraid. I may try a little while longer. Shit, it's 20 to 5. The whole day has been trying to make this work, and I thought it was going to be easy. Can you believe that? I printed this part last night. Couldn't wait to get in. I printed this part this morning. Did all my measurements, got it together. Oh boy, I got it now. Not happening. Just awful. Okay. Well, I'll get back to the bench, see what else I can come up with. I'll put in the long arm just as a last thing, so you'll see it does work, but it's going to look like a flyer. Okay, sorry, gang.